What's going on, foul players? We are at the bean hole, and last time I was out here was Easter. I was checking on some cameras. The one here at the bean hole was already underwater. We're gonna go to the big hole in a minute, and I'll give you the bad news when I get over there. But we ended up with probably water over my head where I'm standing. I'm standing on this little supplemental beaver dam. It was almost to the top of that blind over there. We had lots and lots of water. One of the things that I've been kind of on the fence about is when to drain these. I have to give them plenty of time to dry out, but with all the duck activity that I've been having and seeing pairs of mallards and stuff together, I was like, well, I really don't want to take the water away from them if they're in there nesting. But then we got about 12 or 13 feet of water on top of all this, so any nests that they had failed. On the other side, I was here the other day and there was a hen, wood duck, and a bunch of baby ducks swimming right through here. This was all underwater 2 days ago. So I know I do have some breeding success, at least with the wood ducks. She had about 8 or 9 little babies with her. Looked like they couldn't have been more than a couple days old. So that's really good. And as I walked in here, I heard something splash around over there, some wood ducks over there. So now I have just come in and I have dropped the pipe here on the bean hole. I'm gonna go ahead and drain this guy. We've got a little bit of a leak anyway, right there, but I've got that draining. Drop my pipe down. I'm getting ready to head over here to the inflow of it. I'm gonna pick that pipe up because this is probably the same height as, well, this is the same height as the creek because I've been letting that continue to flow in here. So we're gonna cut the water off and drain it and let it start to dry out. And here in about a month, I'm gonna start working the ground and getting some planting in. So I'll head over to the other side, show you what to do there, and then we're gonna take a walk over to the bean hole. Maybe check on some wood duck boxes between here and there. Excuse me, we're gonna go to the big hole. And check on those wood duck boxes, but I am almost certain that they got flooded, even though they were, as high as I could reach when I put them up, as high as the water was. So hopefully nobody was using them yet, but we're gonna go check them out. So stick with me, we got more to see.
You're watching the Foul Play YouTube channel.
So just a quick view here in the blind. I don't know how well it's going to come through, but there is a line of debris right along. And I have to reach up to it. This is where the water was. You can see where my head is. This blind is about 6 feet tall at the peak-ish. And I'm standing on the ground. It's about knee high to step in, but anyway, you can get an idea how high this water came. It's over my head. It's 6.5, close to 7 feet tall right here. So lots and lots of water. I hope it doesn't do that after I get everything planted. Yikes, we'll see. Well, there's a change of plans. I kind of thought this might happen. With all the water, it's actually backing out of here. With all the water running through here, it blew up my plug, took all my sheet metal away. Who knows where that went? It's probably down in there somewhere. So I'm not going to be able to plug this up, which also means I got to get in here with a shovel sometime. That sucks. So pipe's still down there. But now I got to get to work and plug this back up. Ugh, I didn't want to do that, but I'm gonna have to. So, wish I knew where it took that sheet metal off to. I guess the current could have carried it. I don't know. I'll get in here and look for it. So, I'm not gonna drain this today, but I am gonna have to get in here very soon and plug this back up, which I don't want to do. Thinking about dragging some dirt from the field down in here instead of trying to jig through all these roots and stuff, and maybe I can fill it up with more. Actually, I need to get a load of fill dirt for a project at home. Maybe I'll have some left over. Anyway, so fail number 1. Let's see how many else we have today. All right. All right, here's one of our wood duck boxes. You can see water came up to here. But since there's drain holes at the bottom, it would have filled up from, sorry, I'm not pointing at it. There's water was up to here, but there's 5 drain holes in the bottom. So I'm sure it filled with water. I'm gonna poke you in there. You tell me if you see something. I'm gonna have to stick my phone in there to see. But I'm sure if there was the start of anything, it's long gone. However, here's something. Wood ducks are somewhat unique. Mallards will do this too, but wood ducks will successfully breed more than once in a season. I think like 20 to 30% of them will manage to do that, successfully raise 2 broods. Not like a failed nest and they try again. Mallards will do that a bunch. But woodies will have 2 successful broods in a season. Since we saw babies over there in about 3 or 4 weeks, I think they'll fledge. And then maybe mom and dad will try again. So maybe this will be here, but I'm gonna stick my phone in there and take a picture and see what I see. And hopefully there's something. You already know, right? Because I just showed you, but we'll see. Well, as you already saw, there was nothing in there. There were no dead eggs or anything like that. So I guess that's not the worst case. I'd have hated there to be a whole clutch of eggs in there that died because they got flooded out. So it was never even used. Honestly, I don't like this location anyway. I thought it would be more in the water. Probably what I'll do next year is I'll get a pipe and stick it out here and put it higher in case of flood. So it's over the water, maybe even closer to the mouth of the creek so they see it, because I don't really like this location. There was water here when I put it in and it receded. So anyway, let's take a walk on over here and check out the rest of it. All right, well, this is actually pretty good news here. I was afraid, last time we had a real big flood like this back during the season, we took out some of this Beaver dam. But it looks like there's a couple, I mean, it's running over, but the water's high. I don't think it really did any damage to it though. So that's good news. Beavers are still cutting. I walked past some fresh cuts over there, and they've just been, every time I come through I see fresh cuts over here. So go beavers. Keep backing this water up and just giving us more habitat. So that's not so bad. Here's my other wood duck box, which I think you can see right through there. It looks like maybe the water line isn't as high. I'm sure it got water in it. We're gonna go check it out anyway, so let's go. Water wasn't as high here. Only up about to here. That's still enough to flood the box. Let's take a look. All right, my turn, hold on. Well, about the same story there. Nothing. No feathers, no eggs, no remnants of eggs. About what I expected. I do like this location okay. I know ducks frequent it. Heck, there's a camera right there, which might have survived actually. And I've seen a pair of woodies right under this wood duck box. And I know they come here. We're right on the main creek here. So I'll leave this one be. We'll see how it goes. And maybe we'll get lucky and somebody will come in and make it an attempt. Anywho, I'm gonna go grab that camera, take it out of here, and head on over to the big hole. Let's go. Get down in there. Once it gets enough water in it, it will weigh enough that it sinks. Ugh. Let me try not to bust my butt, go for a swim. Y'all pull me out if I fall in, right? It's slick and steep. comes a little water. I'm afraid it's silted in up there. And it's not going to want to drain because it's not doing much. It's starting to go down. Maybe I'll let it sit and we'll see. I mean, there's a foot of, what do they call that? Head space. That's beer. Head pressure, I guess. Maybe more than a foot. Huh. Maybe I need to get in there with a stick and cram it out. Let's go see. I'll knock that over. So the problem here is that it's silted in. Outflow pipe is about this deep. And it's silted in on this end. So I gotta try to see if I can reach in here. I think there it is. Oh boy, it's all full of mud and shit. Here we go. I got some water flowing now. Once I get a little current, yeah, I can feel current coming through there. Good. I'm sure that'll, yeah, clean out any remaining junk. And I can see water bubbling up on that side. So awesome. So I'll let this guy drain. And yeah, I'll use this to mark where my pipe is. There we go. I don't know where my pipe is. So we're gonna let this drain. You see me? And I'm gonna check this camera. I'm looking at it and maybe the water didn't flood it. Let's go see. All right, no, I think it's toast. Judging by where the water was when I was here, I don't see a water line here. I don't see a water line on the equipment. But I put a fresh battery pack on Easter. It uploaded once at noon that day, and that was the last I heard of it. I know the water came up higher, but I don't know, I guess it's croaked. Let me take it down. I'll carry it back in and try it with some fresh batteries or something, see what happens. So, unless I see a big old flock of mallards and canvasbacks and all of that good stuff while I'm walking out here, that's it for today. I'm gonna head back to the house, maybe cook me a steak, have a cold beer. So, thanks for joining. And as always, I'm Bruce, and you're watching Foul Play Outdoors.